Hey, it's Deanna and Justin.
We're getting the house painted, so if you hear any noises, slamming, it's upstairs.
Okay.
Because it's the ninth time we've painted the kitchen. So
they're doing maintenance over here, like everywhere this morning. And I just flew back in like 2 hours ago. So I've been unsuccessfully trying to nap.
Or unpack. You just live out of a suitcase for a week. I mean, I literally have not unpacked from the shore, and I was there. I got home on Wednesday or Thursday, and I just live out of the suitcase for a week, and then when I'm out of those clothes, then I put the suitcase away.
This was the first time that I've traveled without a suitcase. Like I left on Thursday to come back home for a wedding, and my mom, well, I didn't get picked up from the airport. That's a long story. But when I eventually was on my way home, my mom was bringing me home, and she was like, "You don't have a bag?" I'm like, "No, what do I need a bag for? Half my clothes are at my house."
I was going to say everything's at home.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get though the packing down for like a carry-on, like you don't ever need to take a suitcase again, ever. It is an acquired skill. You got to watch the YouTube video that shows you how to pack it.
I don't think I ever want to take a suitcase ever again, anywhere.
I walk in, I check it at the gate because I probably have a connection, and then I don't have to worry about it. Like they do it for free, and then I just have to go to get baggage claim at the end, but I don't care about that.
Yeah,
because you're on vacation, so you gotta you got time to veg after you get off the flight.
I was leaving Thursday morning. I had to work Wednesday night, and I got in obviously after midnight, and so I got a few hours of sleep, not a lot. And I'm in the airport Thursday morning waiting to board my plane, and there's a phone that keeps ringing and ringing.
In the airplane?
In the airport by the gate.
Okay.
And it won't stop. And I'm looking around, and eventually I start getting to the point where I'm about to start getting frustrated, and I'm looking around at other people near me, and they're starting to feel it too. So they're looking at me like, where is it coming from? Like, whose phone is this? And everybody thought that it was the phone up at the gate, how they, but there was a person there, and I'm like, why would they be standing there ignoring the phone? Like, you would think they'd pick it up after a while. So then I get up, and then I'm walking around, and I'm trying to trace the sound because I'm thinking maybe someone fell asleep, or maybe they have their headphones on and they don't realize their phone is ringing. I can't find it. I can't pinpoint the sound. So there's this one woman across from me, and she's like, oh my God, what's going on? How come this phone? So her husband gets up, and he walks around, and he comes back, and he goes, "Is it you?"
How are you?
And she goes, "Oh my God." She goes into her bag, and she goes, "I forgot I had a work phone."
I can't imagine being that unaware of self. That gives me so much anxiety.
She was just recently given this work phone, and she normally has a Droid or a Samsung. She normally doesn't have an iPhone, and her work phone's an iPhone. So it's the standard iPhone ring that's set on the phone when you first get it out of the box. So it's ringing like an old rotary telephone. And she's like, "Oh my God, I forgot I had this." And she's like, "I'm so sorry."
That's my worst nightmare. My phone's never on the noise. It's just the vibration.
Yeah.
I try to avoid all of those things. We went to Topgolf the other night, and my buddy is left-handed, and he brought one single left-handed club, and they're like, "Why'd you do that?" He goes, "Because it's a thing. I got to go ask them, and I got to go find it." Yeah. I'm like, "See, I just avoid things. It's the best feeling in the world." He told me this, and I wanted to hug him. I'm like, "Oh, we finally relate to each other more than we have. We've been friends for 20 years, but this is the point where I guess we relate a little bit more." Just avoid the thing. I'm avoiding it. Oh, it's the best.
I feel like she's lucky that it wasn't later in the day and people had gone through multiple stressors. It was first thing in the morning. We just got to the airport. This is probably the worst thing that's going to happen today. And so everybody was like really gracious about it.
I've seen like they have the phones next to the gates.
Yeah.
I've just seen random not people not working there just answer them.
Yeah.
Like they just ring and they pick them up. I'm like, what the hell is going on
Yeah.
here?
I was about to because let me tell you, that thing was annoying.
Um, I made a joke a couple years ago. Like it comes up on my like Snapchat memories and like time hop, and it says it was like when I was 25, 26, and I had like a wedding every weekend, and I sent a snap out that said, "Going to all these weddings. Don't worry, ladies. I'll be ready for your second." Right? Does it make sense? Right?
Yeah.
So I sent it to everybody, and people send it to me all of the time. Right? So I am going to my friend's housewarming party Saturday night. It's like a birthday party. She bought a new house, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, there's a couple girls who are getting newly divorced there." And I went, "Oh my God, it came true. This is my life now."
This is your joke realized.
They're always trying to be matchmaker. And they're like, "Oh, this girl is getting divorced." And I maybe the Lord put me on the earth to be a stepdad. Because like it's not my kid. You know what I mean? If it cries in public, I can be like, "Not my kid," you know. That's what, throwing rocks at people at a brewery, which happens more often than it should. I can be like, "Not my kid. Give me another beer." Right? It came true though, and I'm like, "Is this how this is how my friends view me now?" They're just like, "Yeah, you know, whoever has the lowest self-esteem,
Yeah.
go talk to them."
You've created a personality for yourself through one single joke.
I don't know if I've repeated that many times. I don't know. Wait, let me see if I can pull. Let me see if I can pull it up because I was
How many years
flying.
have you shared it?
Well, like it was. All right, I gotta go flashback here. But I sent it on Snapchat. I would. It had to be. What is it? 2024. It had to be like 2016, 2017. Like legitimately sent this. It was. I was in an airport. I'm trying to find it. It's gonna come up in a second. I sent it out, and I like specifically remember sending it to people, and then people just send it back to me now. Like I said, and now it's coming true. So. Not sure how I feel about it.
I feel like it fits. Like it's all starting to come together.
If you so I'm like, "Oh, should I buy them a housewarming gift?" Right? Because it's a new house, and I don't want to share this because it shows a bunch of stuff on here. Anyway, I was like, let me get them a garden gnome, and I typed in funny garden gnome on Amazon. There are so many inappropriate ones, which are great. A lot of ass and a lot of middle fingers, and a lot of them partaking in the herb and riding pugs and biker ones, and in so many. Why doesn't everybody have a garden gnome? That like should be required now. There's so many ridiculous ones, and they're like $10 too.
Not everybody has a sense of humor.
This is true. This is true. I don't know where they put it though, because they live in Philly, so I guess you could put it on the roof, or like it'll get stolen, but or in the window. I think in the window. Like our window here, we have a bobblehead pope. No garden gnome, just a pope that's a bobblehead. It sits in the front window of the house.
People will steal that kind of stuff, though.
I think it's a good gift.
Speaking of partaking in the herb, did you see Snoop Dogg at the Olympics?
Yeah, he's so hype. He's so hype. I forgot. Like, I don't know if it was this year or the last Olympics. He was commentating dressage, and he was like, the horses are crip walking, and then he tried to hire the horses to be in his music video.
Oh my God.
I've been watching all the Olympics, just like everything. There's
I said to Jacob, do you think that Snoop Dogg wanted to carry that big torch because we all know what it looks like? Like the photos.
This one did look like yeah.
Yeah, the photos are gold. I mean, this was what Snoop Dogg was meant to do.
Because it's fat in the middle and then skinny on the ends. Wow, it really does. It's like the only one who's looked like this. Yeah. I watched the opening ceremony. It was 4.5 hours long. I watched 1 hour because I'm like, horrible idea to have it on the river because they just went back and forth. It was just not great.
Yeah.
And nothing will beat England because they had Mr. Bean, and Mr. Bean's the best.
I missed Mr. Bean.
No, he was in England, not in this one.
Oh, okay.
No baguettes. I don't remember seeing a croissant, but I do. Did you see Gojira play at the prison?
Yes.
It has consumed I've watched it 200 times. I got to work. Everybody was talking about it. We went out to the bar. Yep. Everybody was talking about it. It was the most metal thing. You can't get more metal than that.
It was pretty incredible.
Oh, it was so good. And then she's like holding her head, and there's like fireworks. Like, this is the most. They should just retire because that's it.
Yeah, they could walk away like on top.
And then they had a ship, and then there was a guy in a mask, and he had the torch, and I don't really know what was going on, but it was. I can't stop watching it.
And then like the special effects at the end that looked like blood spurts coming from the building.
Yeah, it was. It was so good. They have to like when the U.S. has it. I feel like it's like you can do Metallica, but I feel like you're just copying what they did.
Right.
You need to have someone insane to play the opening ceremony. I don't know who though, because they kind of did they had Celine Dion too, which was crazy.
I know, it was pretty epic.
She has the most insane body movements ever, like her whole career. Like it's so. Yeah. She dances like Taylor Swift. Like they both over exaggerate their. Yeah. She's like, huh, like stuff. I can't do it. But she does it.
$2 million to do that.
She performed for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
$2 million.
Yeah. God, man. That's the ultimate goal.
Sing on the Eiffel Tower?
No, to be paid like a ridiculous amount of money to show up somewhere for a minute and a half.
It's like the Hawk 2 girl. She got $30,000 to show up at a club. So I'm like, all right. You know what was crazy about her? I mean, it's the Hawk 2 and Celine Dion girl. They're both making a lot of money to show up places.
Yeah.
But like she had her fame for 15 minutes and then made money and then just donated it back to the dog shelter. And I was like, she doesn't suck. So let's make her more famous.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I guess she's a one-trick pony.
Yeah, but she's like a real human being. She's like, I didn't expect to be famous. This just kind of happened.
And then bought dog food for people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the picture still. I don't think I'll find it though.
So I went to the grocery store and there was something that happened to me at the grocery store that was a first. You know, when you go up to the register and like one of the first things you do is you enter your phone number so you can get like the rewards and the coupons that you downloaded or whatever. So I'm in line and I'm kind of in a hurry. This was like over the course of the weekend. I did 1,000,001 things and I only had time to do 3. And I squeezed it all in. So I'm at the grocery store and I'm trying to like run around. And when I get to the register, I said, I'm going to put my phone number in at the end because I'm still on the app right now downloading coupons as she like checks me out.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. So she's checking, I'm bagging and scrolling at the same time and clipping coupons. And so finally at the end, I put my phone number in, it tallies up. She tells me the total. And I take the last bag and put it in the cart. And she goes, okay, thanks so much. Have a great day. But I hadn't paid yet.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, like we're not done here. Right. So I walk over and I pay. And then she gives me the receipt. And then I go to walk away again. And she goes, thanks for paying. and I'm thinking, has this happened multiple times to her? Where like, she's forgotten to take somebody's payment and did someone actually walk away? Like, why is she thanking me for paying? This isn't normal.
Or like maybe she thought you were shoplifting. Because like, they can't do anything.
I was trying to get away with it.
Yeah, they can't do anything. So you can just walk the hell out.
They can't?
No, you're not allowed to physically restrain people. Because if you could, I would have a full-time job.
Oh, that's true.
Just lighten people up.
Yeah, and that's like for your safety, don't chase anybody out of the store.
Yeah, like they're not, which is smart, number one.
Right.
But like, yeah, they can't really do anything.
Yeah, it's true. And she was a little older, so she's definitely not going to go chasing me out of the store.
If you tried to shoplift, it'd be funny if she just had a knife and then just slit all your bags, all the stuff fell everywhere. Like that's a real way to get after people. Just make it like a dastardly deed.
It
To,
was just the strangest, like, goodbye in a grocery store I've ever received. Thanks for paying.
thanks for paying. See you later.
You're welcome. Next time
Okay.
I might not.
I realized something the other day. Like I bought tickets to multiple shows, like like concerts, and I
Yeah.
don't have anybody to go with me. And then I'm slowly realizing that like none of my friends and I listen to the same music. Like now,
Yeah.
it's weird. I don't even know if we did in middle school. I mean, like some things cross over. Like
Right.
everybody kind of listens to metal, but like I have one friend that listens to country and he's not allowed out of the house. So I don't know who I don't know what's gonna happen. I just start texting random people. I don't want to sell the tickets.
Yeah.
Um so then I just wind up going to these shows with people I've only seen once every like 4 years. Like it's so I don't know if I need friends. I don't know. I just like I got Zach Bryan coming up.
And
My friend
going to a
come with
concert, I
me.
feel like, is an intimate experience. Like, you got to really know who you're going with.
Well, like this, the thing is, these concerts I bought tickets for, right? Like the
Right.
other ones I go to, like I get them from work, but like also we go meet the record people and like do interviews and stuff. So you're kind of working. So
Right.
I can go to those by myself, or I just take my sister along. She's like the only one who really listens to the same
Right.
stuff. But like I have Creed coming up, but it's 2 hours away. So I don't know if my dad wants to go to me. I'm like, who the hell am I going to take the Creed? No one appreciates them like I do. All those people there, they just like them because it's cool again. They were always cool. I'm a real
Yeah.
fan.
But, like, did you ever go to a concert with somebody that you really haven't ever, I don't know, hung out with enough to feel like you're comfortable going to a concert with them? Like, there are people who have totally
No.
different concert styles. Like, what if you go to a concert with somebody who just sits there the whole time in their chair when you're the kind of person who stands up and jams to every song?
See, I'm in between. Like I usually just stand the whole time, but then rock back and forth. Like I'm not dancing,
Yeah.
because I don't
But,
want to
like,
sweat.
if you're, like, singing along and you know the words to every song, and then the person you took
Yeah.
was just, like, chilling in their seat next to you.
Well, that happened when I went to Zach Bryan last time. I took my friend, and she's like, "Who's this?" I'm like, "It's country." Not really. Let's just go. And then at the end, she turned to me and she's like, "That was the saddest effing thing I've ever been to in my life." And I went, "Yeah, it was awesome." Now she's really into them, but the songs are sad. Like so, I'm like, okay, well now I can't do that again with her. I gotta like try and
Yeah.
well, she expects it, but like so I got that, and then I got this like punk band kind of. It's like metal country. It's really weird. But the tickets were $35, so I bought two of them. It's super cheap, and now they're $300 on the resale market. So I'm like, I could make money, but I'm not like I don't like to do that. I'm not a make money on ticket person because I like
Yeah.
people to go. So I might just drag somebody with me and not tell them what to expect when we go. And then I have Creed too, which I'm very excited for. Creed and
I
Hershey Park.
I cashed in my first ticket favor at this job
Mm,
because my friend's flying in this weekend to visit me, and Boys to Men are playing at an amphitheater.
okay.
And I was like, what's the ticket situation? Like, how often do we get extra tickets? And they're like, oh, you got to ask this person. So I asked the
Did you
proper
know
person.
this person before you asked them?
Well, I met them. Like, they're a coworker. I don't,
Okay.
see them all the time, but I've met them, and they're very nice. And I just emailed her and I was like, hey, like, what's the deal with Boys to Men tickets? Are there any extras, or do you typically have extras? Am I, is this something that a lot of people ask you regularly, or am I the only one? And she goes, we actually do have extras. Here you go. And she sent them to me right away. So now I'm taking my friend to see Boys to Men.
Shouldn't they just be men now? It's the
Well,
worst joke ever. I had to make that joke. Like, what's like a wait? Can we? I want to look up a Boys to Men set list.
oh man.
Boys to Men set list. I typed in 11 by accident, but what do we What do we think? Because it's the opening's got to be.
I mean, I feel like they got to open with Motown Philly.
Every set list is different, though. They did is it just Boys to Men?
Robin Thicke opens up.
That's a weird concert.
It's a weird bill. I know.
Boys to Men. They do a Michael Jackson cover. They do the Beatles. They do Journey. They do Mariah Carey. And then, all right, the end of this is pretty sick. The last 3 songs are "I'll Make Love to You," "End of the Road," and "Motown Philly." That's fire.
Wow.
They do but they haven't really performed a lot. So I'm looking at the set list now, and it's not like it's like a crazy set list, but you know, Motown Philly's back again. Oh wait, okay, this is the normal set list. So there you go. I might have ruined the concert for you, but there you go. I like that. They're still doing it too. Like that's crazy to me.
I know.
They go on at 9:30. We have to have a chat about this. Just everybody should go on at 7 o'clock.
I know. Why do we go on so late? What's the deal?
And like it's 2 hours to get to Camden from here now on a concert night.
No one wants a concert to start that late.
No, unless it's like not even festivals. They start a little bit earlier. Like do that.
I know. That's the only thing I can't.
I hate going to Camden for a concert because it's $50 to park, and then there's a convenience fee, but you have to pay with a card. So I'm already being convenient to you. So why do I have to be charged to be convenient when I'm forced to be convenient? Like what the hell? It's so stupid. I'm already convenient. You are inconveniencing me. You should pay me. Pay for parking.
Yeah, you should get is the credit card convenient for you or them? Because I think it's a whole rigmarole for them to go through to have credit card payments.
No, it is.
Yeah, that's why you got a convenience fee you got to pay for it because it's convenient for you.
But if that's the only option, there's no cash option.
That's true.
There shouldn't be a fee.
That's true. Yeah.
Because now your convenience is my inconvenience.
Yeah. Yeah. Idiots. I agree with you on that.
But then I realized you could sneak into parking there because last time I had I don't know if I told this, I had the parking pass from the week before. And now I know the colors per day. Thursday is blue. If you are going to Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, Thursday is a blue pass. Friday is an orange pass. Make a fake one. Steal money from them. I don't care.
Oh.
No, I pulled in and like the pass was up there from the week before. And the woman was like, "Oh, did you already pay to park?" And I'm like, "No." My sister's like, "You're an idiot." So I had to pay. But now I know it's blue.
Yeah. It was kind of dumb. You should have said yes, but it's also very honest of you.
Too bad. Now I'm being convenient to them because I'm being a good person. Like I'm convenient for being honest.
They should have waived your convenience fee for being honest.
It's not even advertised either. It comes up on the freaking statement too. I'm like, this is so stupid. Oh my god.
Oh my god. So wait, what is it again? Thursday is blue.
Thursday's blue and Friday's orange, I think.
I mean,
I like crowdsource this too because the country shows are always on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And then 2 friends go to shows on Fridays and they were both orange. So I'm like, all right, well now I know 2 at least.
I mean, we could really start something here. Like, start saving your parking passes.
The problem is both parking passes fell so far forward in the windshield of my car. They are just stuck and my hand can't get down there. So I got to get like a spatula or something to get them out. And I just have them piling up there. I really just got to say I work for somebody and they'll probably just let me in. But shameful. It's a thing. It's a thing I want to avoid. Another thing you have to avoid. You're so inconvenienced in life all the time. Why do you have to pay convenience fees? Now I'm just, I'm okay with sitting inside the house. Just don't talk to me. Like I went down the shore. I had to ride a smaller bike, pulled my groin. It hurts so bad. It's like all the way up into my stomach. Like it's a legit pull.
Oh no.
Because I had to ride a smaller bike that had a flat tire on it.
Oh.
I know. I'm old, inconvenienced, and hate riding bikes now.
That's why I don't ride bikes.
Yeah, but down the beach you kind of have to.
I have a friend that got like super into mountain biking, and I'm like, we are different people.
If I have to go up an incline on the bike, we're not friends. Like that's
I'm like, that does not sound like fun.
downhill or flat. There's this guy on TikTok I saw that does mountain biking, and I thought he was covering his body with whipped cream. And then I did like a deep dive, and they make like sunscreen that's in a whipped cream can.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I've
this
seen
is.
that at the beach.
I was like, this is a weird fetish, like whipped cream mountain biking.
No.
Like cover yourself up in some low fat stuff and then hit the trail. It's like, are people into this?
The new trend.
Making a sundae, making some stew or something.
Ew.
I didn't know what it was. Then I had to do a deep dive. And then I looked at it and I was like, this is like pretty convenient because you can kind of see the spots that you don't get.
Yeah, I guess it's like easier to spread. You don't get streaky sunburn.
Yeah. But like much like lotions, I love the smell. So I probably just huff the sunscreen that's in the. Can you get high from the sunscreen whipped cream?
Oh my God.
I'm doing whippets on the beach.
Do not condone this.
No.
There has to be a disclaimer on this podcast.
Don't do that.
We don't condone whippet.
But it was like, I think he does it because it's ASMR. And when you do it, it's a great sound where it's like. So he's like.
Oh my God.
It's so good. But then he does it when he's in his house too, and I'm like, how strong are your lights? Like he's riding his bike in the house. I'm like, are you? It's for the views, but just logically,
Oh my God.
the whipped cream on you in the house is like not. That's the wrong whipped cream to put on in the house.
Oh boy. Well,
I can't stop thinking about it.
I don't really know where we can go from there, so we should probably just end it with whippets.
Whip it good. Devo. Were they supposed to be Lego guys in the video? I never got that.
I don't know.
I nicknamed my friend Devo, and he didn't know the band. And I was like, "How do you live under a rock, brother? What do you should know that everybody knows the song."
Whip it. In the shape. Da-da-da. Get it.
I have a feeling that that's a band that does that first and then last at the concert.
Probably.
Which
it's like
multiple bands do.
Like their biggest hit by far.
In the beginning. I love when bands do that too, because then you're like, all right, what do I? You don't know how it ends then. That they come out, big hit right away, and then they just kind of, it can either go up or down, which is a nice experience. Yeah. Or if you're like me, you just look at the set list before you go, so you know when you get the leave to avoid traffic. If the tickets are free, I'm leaving early. That's all I'm saying.
I still have a love-hate relationship with looking up the set list early because I like to be surprised, but at the same time, I like to know when I can leave and not miss anything.
Yeah, like I think they get onto that too, because sometimes the encores now are like just hot garbage. So I'm like, all right,
yeah.
Don't be traffic.
Yeah, they know people want to go home.
It's not going on at 10 o'clock then.
It's like if they're a band that tours all year round, they're not doing like major, explosions at the end of their set list. They're not doing crazy shows. They're like, all right, get out of here. We know you. We know you're tired.
It's like, all right. Yeah. Especially like last night was Styx and somebody else, Foreigner.
Yeah.
In Camden. I'm like, start that show at 6 o'clock. All the people are
real.
I like both the bands, but most of their fan base is older, and it's a Sunday night.
Yeah.
And the whole way, every car that's sitting in traffic on the way down is saying the same thing. Oh, why do they have to start this damn show so late?
Oh my God. So late.
Who's going to take care of the dog? Just like it would just be the biggest storm of complaining just going down there. And it started at 4 o'clock. It's a Sunday. And there's a Phillies game too. So those people were super angry. And then they see that shirts are $40. Oh my God. You could have fueled a whole city with the anger. Just complaining left and right.
Oh my gosh.
But Styx and Foreigner are good, man. They were all hot-blooded going down there.
Aha.
I was digging for one. I couldn't figure it out.
You got it.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, that's all I got.
That's the same. I don't have anything else going on.
Yep. See you on the other side.
Okay, bye.
JennaandJustin.com.
There we go.
Okay, bye, mayonnaise.